Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. We're just gonna pick up where we left off last time. Feel free to join. Of course, I didn't make anything to post my character name from last time, so we'll have to go through that whole rigmarole. But I did play around with the stream a little bit. Hopefully it's a little bit more accessible this time. Just gonna be doing some hearts and trying to get a couple levels. I do still want to check out free-to-play aspects of the game for sure, but we'll see. We'll see if that comes up. Where are you guys at? All right. This is a bunch of bushes. Yeah.
You're dead.
Hey guys. Yeah, I left the Silver Wastes. Just figured I would go back to leveling. Also, I don't have the backlight on anymore. Hopefully that's not a problem. I just felt like that was contributing to the heat I was experiencing last time. I think it's all up on this little ridge here, isn't it? Oh wait, I hear it. I hear you shaking.
You must like pain.
Hey guys, welcome. Oh, I love the char with the Super Saiyan hair. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. Some of the best hairstyles they added post-launch. I wish occasionally some of those would get cycled into character creation, but gotta make money, I guess. Alright. Good morning. Is it morning for you? It is pretty late for me. Well, I guess technically it's morning. It's about 12 a.m. Yeah, we got suspicious bushes up here. What else is it? Check bushes. Seraph supplies. I've been earning some of those. I don't know that I have been. I know there's an event that'll take place here that'll make it a little bit faster.
The west of the wildlands is riddled with them as well. We've even seen them consorting with the Inquest.
I haven't actually unlocked the War Claw just yet. All I have left is the World vs. World reward track, and I got about a quarter of the way through that, and then spent some time trying to work on the stream last night. But either after this stream or tomorrow, I should have my own War Claw. Another bush. Might as well just won everything to death. I mean, this is technically one level up for me. Not for much longer, but still. Yeah, the reward track does. I even tracked down some experience boosters for the 50% gain, and it was still just so slow. Now, I don't play a lot of World vs. World, but I do play some PvP from time to time, and the reward tracks are much faster. Now, I don't know if that's like World vs. World experience in terms of the reward tracks, or since PvP games are shorter, maybe you get more progress, or if the War Claw just takes a lot longer, but... Well, yeah, but it all plays into the same thing. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm Mr. World vs. World, obviously. I just popped in to get my mount like many of the people. Oh, these are done because we have the event.
Move it. The faster we
Bandits!
the faster we can raid the throne room.
This should be good XP and a Fast heart completion. Oh, come on, really? Oh, no. Too many of us, I guess. Back to bushes. Bushes and, local scrit. There we go. Seraph supplies. I imagine we just take that to the heart. Haven't done Brisbane Wildlands in the longest time. I kind of skip over this map. I often just map complete all the starter zones because it's just easy and I can kind of watch stuff in the meantime, but I feel like that might get a little old, so. Hey Dragon, what's going on? Is the stream far behind? What do you mean by that? I did change some stuff. This is a 720 stream this time around, hoping that more people might be able to watch if that's an issue. Again, I'm pretty new to streaming, but I know it's mostly bitrate that blocks people out. Captain Play Guy, I'd be curious if Twitch is better this time around, or maybe you're just watching on YouTube. You might be a little late. But only a few minutes. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Alright, we got another event down here. Probably some hearts. Some uncovered map for sure. Also, I am a little congested. I'll try not to sneeze and cough in your ears if I can help it. Twitch is better now? Okay. Alright. I mean, if this works out better, I've heard that for a lot of games, it just works better if you do 720/60 instead of 1080/30, but I just worry about quality. Might as well just get some XP while we're here, huh? I'm pretty close. Oh no, I did just hit 19. What do I got? Elixir gun, Elixir B, Might, Fury, and Swiftness. I'll take that for now. Just chug it. Oh. I will say that so far I haven't really noticed a ton of restrictions on free-to-play, but I know a lot of it, at least a lot of what I see people complain about are the trade post restrictions, but I think that mostly pertains to expansion items, right? I mean... Oh. I'm gonna have to get some bags here eventually, but I meant to do some things off stream just to make this a little bit better, but I got caught up in some videos and then I spent, when I say I spent some time last night on this, I spent way too long. Probably about 4.5 hours just testing audio and 720p. I mean, alright. Nightmare Hounds. Got the whole squad in the starter zones. Let's do this. How many people came back? We got 3. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I miss my mount too. All of them, actually. Like a lot. It's crazy because when Path of Fire was announced, I thought for sure that mounts would ruin this game or kind of like break away from their philosophy, but they did mounts better than I think any other MMO has ever done mounts. Say what you want about Guild Wars 2, but the mounts they're good. Maybe a little too good, but they're amazing. Especially that there Griffin mount, guys. Ooh. Takes a while to get. It's rewarding. It's a collection achievement, which I'm not crazy about because those are basically quests, but still, it's been a long time since I've had some sort of epic journey for an actual in-game reward. It's usually, like, it works like that, but it's incremental. It's not... I think that took me, like, 2 nights. I already had the gold, which is probably the biggest barrier. We're gonna have to go back for the rest of this heart, aren't I? I got the range, come on. It's probably like a spider, 2 spiders. 2 spiders. Oh. There it is. Alright, now we can get out of here. Yeah, the 250 gold is kind of a lot, but I would argue that if that's your main objective, there are a fair few ways to make gold. And even if you use just like the daily login reward, it would take you forever. But I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Every day.
Fate has brought us together.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if this ever becomes a paid account, which I have considered running maybe 2 accounts. I know some people have a lot to farm, like daily login and trade to their main and stuff. I'm not crazy about that kind of stuff, but maybe just one other account that hasn't done everything. So if I want to do a video on something that, you know, I've already done on this account, I prefer not to say, hey, come over here, and then not have the actual example when I'm making videos, so it would be nice to have something like that, but we'll see. I mean, they do plenty of sales, and $50 for both of them is not too bad. Okay, so the song I play during the stream startup is much like my intro, right? It's just, look at that. Got my first achievement chest. Got a gold. Whew. Whew. Been a while since, well, actually, on my main, I just got an achievement. My first achievement chest in a long time. And it was because I went to World vs. World. But back to your question, that's, I believe the song is called The Seraph, but it's just like my intro. I just kind of messed around with it for a while. I tried for like a lo-fi sound. I don't know if there's like actual metrics for what's considered lo-fi, but I just wanted something to play at the beginning of the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Can I deposit anything? Can I salvage anything? Gonna need some bags.
That's refreshing.
Oh. Jungle worm. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I was just trying to go for something really mellow, honestly, more than anything. I just wanted to make sure it was, not too different from the stream. Oh, I'm so high energy as a person in general, right? So, I do get that way from time to time, but I'll try to spare you that here here on the stream. I guess I should probably be trying to do some of this event here, huh? Forgot to mention healing turret cleanses 2 condies. Actually, I saw your comment on YouTube. I didn't have a ton of time to read every comment because that the Future of Guild Wars 2 video, man, that sure did get some people riled up. Let me tell you what. So I spent most of my week reading through those. Had to remove a couple of people that were just being less than cool, we'll say, right? So like, it's one thing to say something I don't agree with. That's fine. I actually encourage that, but some of the people were just being trolls, so. Let me get some of these turned in. Come on. Come on.
Excelsior.
Cool. At least I'll get progress or credit. Flamethrower is crazy. I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would. Engineer as a whole, I like a lot more than I thought I would. As I said in the last stream, I've actually started over a new engineer on my main account because of this stream, so thanks for the suggestions, guys. Saw some of the early comments on that, yeah. Yeah, it started off okay. It was about 50-50. People calling for, you know, dead game, and people kind of saying, well, let's just see what it is now and take it for what it is. But after a while, I don't know, I know you're supposed to get bad comments on YouTube, but usually the comments, I've been spoiled for a long time. The comments have been really genuinely nice, for the most part, for a long time. Occasionally someone will come along and throw one at me, but for the most part it's been pretty pleasant. But this is obviously, it's a big deal. It's the death of a game, potentially, so a lot of people's emotions are all tied up in that, so. Can I? Oh, okay. Just want to make sure I get a little more progress. A little more credit. Seen a lot of scrappers in World vs. World with Flamethrower. Yeah, I'm really liking NG so far. I feel pretty dumb for never really giving it an honest chance. Not worried about that. We're gonna get credit for this. Did I get the heart over here? I did not. So I'm gonna go back for the heart because we got most of the progress on there. I apologize for ripping you guys all over the place. About halfway to 20 though, so not too shabby. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm necessarily even getting the hang of it just yet. I've kind of just been going off of what you guys have been telling me here, but on my main account, I realized some subtleties, right? I tend not to play super hardcore unless it's level 80 content and I actually need to pay attention, so forgive me if this isn't top tier gameplay. But yeah, there are a lot of nuances. I like that the utility skills determine your profession abilities. I already just, like, that's core NG right there. And I've played Engineer before. I don't think I realized that at all. Which, you know, shame on me for not paying more attention, but... There we go. Now we got the heart. Alright. Let me check the surrounding area. Yeah, we were just about to move into a new area. Need to be better about that. What? Yeah, I just I watched the Wooden Potatoes video talking about how broken it is in PvP. Apparently there's just a little too much utility going on there. And they're very tanky. I don't think I've ever played Scrapper. When I played NG, I played Core NG. I don't know why I'm doing this. We just need to get through here. Kill these guys. Let's get out of here. Just a lot of kind of like hard to master profession, NG. I could see that. To get the most out of it anyway. It just seems like it has so much utility. Every time I unlock a new ability, I'm like, oh, and I guess Engineer can do that as well. Yeah, the video I watched was saying that there's like sometimes multiple on a team. As broken as Mirage was, I occasionally I'd get matched with another Mirage, because of course I played one, you know. I wanted to get into PvP with a cheesy build. Problem is I never stay for very long. I really do like the game mode. I don't know. I always get caught up in the open world stuff. Yeah, I've heard the stealth uptime is kind of ridiculous. But apparently warriors are a pretty good counter. I'm just literally quoting a video, guys. Don't take anything I say about balance with too much credence. Can hold every mode. Or sorry, node probably? Yeah, node. Yeah, I would like to see some top tier Scrapper gameplay. I'm sure it's out there already. Hopefully ArenaNet nerfs that down before it becomes another meme like Mirage was for a while, but I don't know how quick they are to respond to stuff like that. It's over here if I recall, yes. Oh. Oh, you started with NG? Man, I started with Warrior, not even realizing that it was going to be like a really good new player class. Just, that's what I played in Guild Wars 1. So I wanted to kind of keep that going. Stick with what you know when you're starting a new game kind of thing. Don't worry, I won't be selling any of the shiny baubles. I apologize, I did see that. I do need to make some money on this character so that I can... Because I haven't been playing personal stories, so I definitely need the money for bags at the very least. Though I'm sure I can get something good with my 1 gold achievement chest.
Fit and feisty.
Yeah, I was actually curious about, because I don't really mess with the core professions. Ever since the expansions, I've always been more interested in elite specializations. I'm very curious to see, like, what the best core classes are, so that, you know, free-to-play accounts know what they can play and get away with. Because I know that the elite specs oftentimes introduce a bit of power creep, right? Especially with the stat types that come in with the expansions, but... I do know that recently Core Guardian was still pretty strong. So I know core specs do have a place, right? But, oh, I don't have anything set up for underwater. Usually just ignore this part, but hey. We're already here. Not that I hate underwater combat, but it does kind of break it up a little bit. It's in a good way, but I don't know. When I'm doing map completion especially, I kind of just like to dart from objective to objective. That's why we got separated last time. I'm honestly pretty afraid to, like, I was really excited to get back into PvP after this balance change, just like to test stuff out. I'm trying to be a get a little into buildcraft and stuff. A lot of times I copy paste builds like you're not supposed to do, and like I always suggest not to do, but I don't know, videos take up time, and that's a crappy excuse. I've been playing this game for years, but I think I'm gonna go full try hard, guys. I think I'm gonna actually get into that aspect of the game a little bit more. Especially because I do want to do raids, and I'm gonna need to know a little bit more than what I currently do. Now, don't get me wrong, I know a couple classes pretty well, but as far as like knowing every class and how to counter it and that kind of stuff, it's a lot of information to know. But that's also why you won't see me do a ton of videos on builds, or what class should run what, or... I feel like there are people who've been into that for so long at this point that they're probably better equipped anyway, right? But I'd still like to get to that eventually, even just for like some new player open world builds. Just give some suggestions. I'm not worried about that. Rating looks awful, do you think? What are my favorite Guild Wars 2 YouTubers? Well, I've already brought up Wooden Potatoes in this stream and my previous stream, so yeah, obviously I do enjoy his content. He's been at this for so long, and he's very knowledgeable. He covers stuff about the game, like the lore aspects. He covers things with an extensive knowledge of development and all sorts of stuff. Like, just the level of depth he'll explain a particular topic is pretty incredible. But I feel like most people who play Guild Wars 2 have at least come across his channel. So I do also like Mighty Teapot sometimes. And we'll just leave it at that, because I don't want to say anything mean, right? But I do watch Tea Time. I used to like Inks, but I don't think he really... I know he left the partner program. I don't know. I haven't checked in a while to see if he still makes videos, but I used to like his videos as well. Also Boots. Boots is pretty cool. Don't think he's been uploading as much, but I like Boots' bad builds. I can never say it right the first time, but... For build theory, I feel like you should be able to find YouTubers who can come up with them. Oh yeah, I mean, I could copy pasta their builds and gain an understanding of it, and I don't know, pass that on to you guys. But again, like, I don't know how many people are looking for that on my channel. It seems like doesn't seem like I upload a lot of guides, so I think that's mostly what people are looking for. Occasionally, I like to put my opinion out there, but oh boy, that's dangerous, guys. You gotta be careful. Leave over here by this bridge. There's another heart. Ranger is the only one that really needs an elite spec, and maybe Mez. I mean, I've played like Core Mesmer. I think I did like a Power Shatter build. That was pretty fun. I wasn't like crunching the numbers against Mirage or anything, but playing Mirage, I could tell you, it's pretty busted. I know I haven't played since the balance, but it's pretty busted. Last I did. I was playing PvP earlier this week. Dang. Experience booster. Oh god. Oh god, what have I done? Let's learn that. Sure. Let's just get rid of that. Is it 10 slots? Yes, please. Thank you very much. Can I get the rest of these? Yes, I can. Let's throw that on. We can hang on to some of this other stuff. Get rid of some of these bags. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just... Every enemy we attack here, or that we kill, rather, I'm just overcumbered the whole time. Not a fan. Over encumbered. I would say overcumbered for some reason. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're back in it. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. It would be great if you could just kind of play whatever you want in raids. And to an extent you can. Like I was saying last time, the hardest part is finding a group of people who are willing to let you do that, or who are willing to do that with you. I think a lot of it is around enrage timers, like you want to try and take out the boss as fast as possible, because the faster you take it out, the easier it ends up being as a whole, so I do get that. Plus, just like with Fractals, everybody's just trying to get through the content so they can get the rewards and move on to something else. I don't mind taking my time with stuff and just enjoying it, playing it for what it is, a video game, which is supposed to be fun, but I guess in a way that's why I never got super hard into Buildcraft, even though I did find it very interesting. There's a lot of work that goes into that. I respect it, don't get me wrong, I don't know if I'm going to be the guy sitting there with the spreadsheets trying to figure it out for myself. Though I have kind of been doing that a little bit more recently. Not with the spreadsheets, but just paying closer attention. Why are these guys all invulnerable? What's happening here? Is this part of an event that I'm on? I don't know about. I know there's an event that... Oop. That goes up in there. Nope. Alright, well maybe that's what we're setting up for here. Inventory game strong. I mean, it's inventory wars too, man. You gotta get good at that. That's before you even look at your skills. That's the first thing you gotta do is learn, how am I gonna get rid of all this stuff? How am I gonna keep playing the game without having to stop and sell half of this junk? Seriously, what is this about? I mean, we can just go up in here too, can't we? Probably event. I know that Druid traditionally has been great for support, but I do know they just did some stuff with Spirits, which was about half of the utility, and so... As far as I know, they just added a little bit more active gameplay to the Spirits, but, I mean, I've got a level 80 Ranger that has about as much playtime as my level 80 Engineer had before I started this stream. Typically, I play, you know, Mesmer, Guardian, I've been playing Renegade, Warrior, played a little Thief for a while, but that's basically it, so far anyway. Haven't played the God tier class, haven't played Ellie. I'm even more intimidated of that than I am Engineer, so one step at a time, guys. You'd call the Spirits a nerf. Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing for raids anyway. As far as I can understand, like, a lot of the raid comps that, like, the meta for raids it's kind of stale, and it was, I don't know. Like, I watch people talk about raids all the time, I just haven't done it myself. But if, you know, if support is super broken, then it's like a brain dead rotation, or, you know, a brain dead set of skills. It's not ideal. And if it's super OP to the point where other classes that could maybe fill one of the other roles can't play, I say nerf everything a little bit if it means that everything's a little bit more viable, as people call it. I hate that word. But is it viable? I mean, everything's viable. Let me guess. You guys are all invulnerable and you're gonna run past us? Woohoo! Cool. Well, this is fun and everything, but I'm just now realizing that I'm not even getting credit for the heart anymore. We want to back up a little bit. I mean, if an event spawns, great, but if not... First class is Ellie. That is an intimidating way to start the game. Not that it's, like, too hard to learn at all. That's another one of those that's, like, hard to master. Fun to play, maybe even a little easy to play, depending on what you're using. I think the longest stretch I played, I did staff, just core Ellie. That was pretty fun. And as a longtime fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender, I definitely like the 4 attunements and all that, but like the theme has never been the problem. I just know that, again, like you guys are saying, with the meta and with, you know, certain builds, people want you to be perfect with your rotations, and I just felt that was a little bit more than I was ready for. Oh, sorry. Clicked outside of the game. Do I have the tools? I don't think I do. Sure don't. Alright, so we already got the heart here. Doesn't appear that the event's gonna spawn. What about logging X? I think ultimately I'm gonna have to get some bags. I don't even know what the max capacity bag I can have right now is. I don't even know if they have level requirements. See, I've been playing level 80 for so long at this point, and when I do start a new character, I often just boost them, even though I really shouldn't. I just said that you shouldn't do that in my last video, but guys, I'm just as guilty. Because I've played through the game a few times, you know? Like, a few times. Naturally. Well before the Tomes of Knowledge and all that fun stuff came into the game. Kind of sped it all up even that much more. Can craft those bags. No, I have not watched the well, technically I've watched the first episode of Dragon Prince on Netflix. I know that's the same creators as at least Korra. I don't know if it's what, which I guess is probably the same people, right? What am I saying? But I didn't know if it was any good. The animation was kind of weird. It seemed almost like a video game cutscene more than anything else, but junk piles. Am I just missing these? Yeah. Search junk piles, bring damaged baubles. Okay. Yeah, I feel like everything's a little too fast. Alexander, in response to the power creep. I've heard a lot of people say this in PvP, that it's like just a little too fast. Like, there's no counterplay, or at least there wasn't. Who knows? I mean, we did just get that balance patch. But you just get bursted down so fast, it's like, you're not gonna learn anything about the game dying in 2 seconds and then respawning and dying in 2 seconds. I wish the game as a whole was a little harder than it is now, too. Like, I like how casual it is, don't get me wrong, but I do wish there were some more challenging things going on. Raids would be that, but that's more like group challenging content. I wouldn't even hate to see some single-player content come in, but you don't want that in an MMO, probably, right? So... Oh, where'd you go? Skelks. Really good? Yeah, it wouldn't be the first animated show that I've watched that had weirder or more digital animation like that I eventually came around to. It just, I don't know, like, even watching the trailer, it just seemed like it had really low frame rates or something. Not really sure what was going on there. But yeah, I would most likely get used to it. And if it's as good as you say it is, I'm probably gonna enjoy myself. I don't make enough time for myself to do stuff like that. Typically, if I have some free time, I spend it with my girlfriend, and we kind of just watch YouTube mostly, honestly. Need to actually get back in and on some shows. It's been a little while. Got that Game of Thrones coming back here shortly, though, so that'll definitely be a thing. Yeah, as someone who played Mirage before this most recent balance patch, because again, I can't really say what it's like in its current state. I was taking guys out a little too fast. I even started to feel kind of bad after a while, because I'm not very experienced. Like, I know Mesmer, but I was doing some stuff that I probably shouldn't. It just felt wrong. No, it's not just Mesmer either. It seems to be the whole of things are kind of just a little too bursty. Alright, there's the heart. We got it. Got that level 20. So much personal story to do. I will make it a point to do my personal story stuff on this character before we stream again. And actually, to those of you guys watching, because a lot of you guys are here from the first stream, were you guys wanting to continue on this playthrough for a while, or were you maybe thinking about seeing some other stuff? I could definitely play some fractals if you guys wanted to do that. I would have to switch to my main. I will probably send my main account a guild invite, just so I have that covered on both accounts. So you guys always know where I'm at, but... PvP... As in, you want me to play PvP? I mean, I could do that. It's probably not going to be great. And to the randoms who would come in, they would undoubtedly judge me forever for that. You make videos on the game, but you're not top tier DPS? What are you thinking, man? Oh, get out of here. Save me. Alright, we got this. See where I actually ended up going. I think you guys, we started this heart last time. We can go ahead and get back to that. Just for a change of scenery as well. And I'm going to crack open maybe some bottled water. I don't know how this mechanism works. Give me a sec here. Oh, it's just a regular lid. These bottles are huge, but it's what we had. Oh, there, that's a little better. Also, hopefully the audio quality is a little better. I realized I forget who mentioned it, but they did say something about how I sounded quite a bit different. I think I had way too much compression on. Get over to this heart. please keep playing, okay? This playthrough is sick and large good. Alright, keep it up. Do other things eventually to keep it fresh. Yeah, I was thinking like maybe 3 of the monthly, or the weekly streams could be this, and then maybe every 4th could be something a little bit different. And I'm not opposed to playing other games too, if you guys are into that sort of thing, but I feel like since my channel is mostly Guild Wars 2 related, it doesn't make a ton of sense for me to just start playing random games.
Did you need assistance?
Disrupt meetings between Nightmare Court, Inquest, and the bandits. Thinking this one has a decent range on it. That spider, man, just came out of nowhere. He's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna take out these bandits real quick." And he's doing more damage to me than they are. It's bag space, man. Feels bad. Oh. Now, is this one of those side story bandits? I don't know how crazy I am about trying to do those right at the moment, because let's just take a quick beat. Let's look at some of this. 14, 12, 6. Ooh. Just change some of this. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. I mean, it's pretty incremental changes here, but 90 ice. Yeah, I'll take that. Actually, let me grab that as well. And if we can complete this hard, I can use them as a vendor at least. So I'm gonna make that my main priority. Jungle Raptor, Bandit. Bandit in the Inquest. Play whatever you enjoy. Well, I mean, I enjoy it all, really. I just like video games for the most part. Some more so than others, obviously. Like everybody. Have my preferences, but Guild Wars 2 is pretty easy to just get into and enjoy myself the entire time I'm playing, so maybe what we'll do, at least in the beginning, is yeah, whatever, we'll take this guy out. We'll do something different on the 4th stream, but we'll keep it in Guild Wars 2 for now. I think that's the best way to go about it. Come on, what are all these wargs about? Hmm? I would definitely, God, I'd really have to dust it off. I've always kept Guild Wars 1 installed for the off chance that, I don't know, something happens in that game again and there's a reason to go back. I don't even know what I was doing in that game the last time I played. Probably trying to farm the Hall of Monuments stuff for Guild Wars 2. I still think about going back to do some of that stuff. Oh, another Guild Wars 2 YouTuber, Doom. That guy is amazing. Doombox, that's his name. I was just watching his videos the other day. He was playing Guild Wars 1 and going back for some of his... I think he was going for God Amongst Mere Mortals. Guy's exceptionally funny. Making some really, really relevant jokes about Guild Wars in general. He did play Guild Wars 2 for a bit, but I think he's just kind of... He found what worked for him with Guild Wars 1, and he's been waiting for something new that's similar to that for a while. Like a lot of Guild Wars 1 players are probably still... I mean, this game, it's good. It's just not Guild Wars 1. Alright, so let me... Before we leave again... Let me use this heart. Maybe? Where was the actual heart? Or is that supposed to be this person? No?
May Balthazar strengthen you.
Or is it in this tent? I don't know where the heart is. Alright, well, next heart then. Next heart, we'll take care of it. Probably could have just headed south, but yeah. Am I entertaining? I feel like I'm pretty boring, guys. I appreciate that, but like I don't know, when I originally started YouTube, I tried a little too hard to be entertaining. And so now I'm just trying to be me. Hopefully, I mean, you guys seem somewhat receptive to that at least, so. Oh, I'm reading comments. I'm reading chat instead of playing the game, guys. Sorry about that. Thanks for the res. We're on some 23s. Can't see past my mic half the time I'm playing here. I imagine going north is only gonna make that worse. I'm gonna go to Triforge. We got partial credit on this heart last time, or at least I did. I did fart around a little bit on this guy, or sorry, this lady, for a while, but didn't really get a level or anything, just kind of walked around. I did want to see if the Silver Waste would actually let me play it at level 80, but there were no groups forming, and I knew if I went alone, I would definitely die. Level 23 here, okay. Well, that's good. At least it's not, you know, a bunch of level 80s running around destroying everything in 2 hits. Man, it looks like we're gonna get this one right off some reses, unless you guys just want to target that heart. Oh. Seraph soldiers. There are times where there's so many downed enemies from an event that that's literally all I have to do. Probably more fun ways to get a heart completion, but I mean, I end up rezzing the NPCs even when it's not for anything. I'm just like, oh, this person's dead. I better res them real quick. So what are these, jungle tendrils or something? No. Sinister Triad. Nightmare Court. Okay. I think I vaguely remember this from the long ago. Everything's dying so fast. Trying to get some credit. Yeah, inventory full. Surprise.
You must like pain.
Zerk stats. It's fine. I mean, that's typically what I do. I'll just play the personal story, grab some Zerker stats, and kind of just plow through the game. I never really hear anybody talk about, you know, oh, it's Guild Wars 2, it's so hard to level. It's that once you get to level 80 and you play the rest of the game, you're like, uh-oh, this game expects something of me now. Like, there are a couple of meta events that might help prepare you for endgame, but for the most part, the leveling experience is a lot different than what you get once you're done. Not done, but at the end, I guess. Captain Play Guy, you are definitely better. No worries. Get this guy instead. Alright, sorry guys, I'm sniffling over here. Oh, I just got over one cold and then went ahead and got myself another one right away.
I grow more lovely all the time.
There we go. I can get a fair few upgrades, I think, just from level rewards. Also, we might as well do this event. I'm sure it's not bad XP for where we're at. I mean, this is technically 23. I'm only 21. Just gotta destroy the camps. Is that a guild mission? To any of you guys watching, if you're in a guild, how often do you guys do guild missions? I've actually only ever done one. Was it a guild mission? I have like no experience with guilds, but the it was like some sort of puzzle. It was almost like a maze. It was really cool. Makes me wonder how much of that stuff's been floating around in this game that I just haven't even touched. Weekly? Nice. I know like when I hear people who are in guilds talk about, you know, guild content, they often say that they need to kind of add new ones, but I even wonder how many are in the game in the first place. I'm sure they're kind of stale at this point, or just old news, but... Weekly? Seems like it's more of a morale thing than we're actually taking out camps here, but hey. Well, I mean, if we carry on with this long enough, I'd definitely be down to checking out some of the guild puzzles and missions and whatnot. You could see an honest reaction to some of that content for the first playthrough. Because, again, just played the one thing. I don't even know what it was called. A buddy of mine had me join his guild, and I did a server change for that, and then the guild shortly after disbanded, which was sad. I think it was an Aussie guild. I can't remember the name though. So it was probably 3 years ago or something like that, and I only got to be a part of that guild for 2 or 3 weeks. I think we did a, like, regular content in as a group or a guild or whatever, but as far as like the guild locked content, we didn't necessarily do any of that. Out of salvage kits too. I'm not used to playing with such limitations, guys. I already took care of all these burdens long ago. Alright. Well, much like I said before, let's go to this heart. Get him. I'm just gonna blow him up. There we go. Get my regular walk speed back. Alright. Here at all my junk.
Where my calling has led. Perhaps someday soon I will see it through.
I'm just gonna start getting rid of the stuff because I need the space. Half of my commentary has been, my inventory is full, and I am not okay with that, so... I know these are salvage items, guys. Don't worry. I'm already up to 2.5 gold. No way.
No free samples.
Just get rid of some of this stuff. Get rid of it all. I'll keep that.
Hard ground makes
all right.
Stronger roots.
Much better. Can I sell a black light? Yes. Just sell it instantly. I'm just trying to get it out of here, guys. I know what advice I give in my videos, and I know how I'm playing. It's gonna be a little off, I promise. I tell you guys that stuff so that you can get the most out of your time. But to be honest, I'm pretty impatient, so. Alright, let's take a look. Let's just cut around this corner. Shiny baubles. I know, I sold them, don't you worry. At least I think I did. Please don't tell me I threw those away again.
Give up yet?
There's the cleanse. There it is. I'll just pop that bad boy and pick it back up. Why am I here? It's a pretty intense question, man. I'm just trying to have some fun, you know, explore the realm of free-to-play in Guild Wars 2, but also never really played NG, so giving that a go. Why are you here? That's the question you should be asking yourself. You have something better to do than watch me play a 6-year-old MMO? Jeez. Can I do this hero point? Probably. Oh, it's just a commune. Well, then we're gonna have to deal with these punks first. One thing I will say is it's exceptionally hard for me once I learn one profession, like I really get it down, to play something else and not accidentally do parts of that rotation. Feels bad, man, but I guess that's where you just gotta get good, right? Just gotta become better. You'd think there'd be an event going on the way they're just rushing us, but no such event. I'm glad you could tell I was joking there. I was worried you might think I was being a turd. Why are any of us... Why is this stream becoming so existential right now, guys? We don't need to question our existence. We're playing a video game right now. Trying to escape from all that nonsense. Just grab a million of these. Basilisk. That is easily one of my favorite words to say. At least words that come from this game. I think there's something like that in Harry Potter, but outside of that, I mean, I think it's a pretty standard fantasy creature. Probably? I haven't played enough D&D, guys. I don't know. Oh, is this like the simulation conspiracy that like everything's a hologram? Get out of here with this. Yeah, man, we live in a hologram. It's all controlled by the Inquest. I turn these back in? Is that a thing? I feel like I'm just gonna have a ton of mushrooms in my inventory by the end of this. These are 25, I didn't even realize. I have a tendency to wander and just get myself killed, so I'm glad you guys are here to, to back me up. By that I mean carry me real hard. More tentacles. You know, I will say that sometimes it sucks that there are so many Heart of Thorns events that spawn these tendrils. I'd rather them be confined to that expansion, but I'd rather this than the Pocket Raptors. Pocket Raptors are actually the worst. Guess my turret must have HP and already got destroyed. Want to go pick that bad boy back up, because I'm trying to get better at that more than anything. Actually cycling between those. Could we ever find the pixel of our universe? Is your guild open to join? Yes, it is. It's completely open to join, if that's something you're interested in. I think it's called Friday Night Stream. I can add you if you give me a character name, or I think it was Dark Wolf who set the whole thing up. So just feel free to let me know
Looks like they're still fighting in the
your
other half.
deets and get you added. Just said that I was trying to remember to pick these up. There we go. Still only got not even half progress on this heart. Almost level 22 though, so I'm mad. No one added you? Oh. Oh. There you go. Thank you, Dark Wolf. I appreciate it. I didn't see a name go up. I didn't know who to add. I don't know if it's your YouTube name. Can't be your YouTube name. 33? Or are you actually present? Oh man. Also, I again, I really do apologize if I just sound disgusting. My throat feels like someone's squeezing it right now. This is only the second stream, guys. We can't start calling them off that fast. Let me see here. Prevent the inquest from draining. Druid Husk, disable inquest. Sapper devices. Oh. Oh, no worries. I was just making sure that I didn't miss your name, because, I mean, literally anybody who wants to join this thing can. I can't imagine we're going to max it out anytime soon, but maybe over time. That'd be pretty cool. Just see how many people we can gather up.
I'm on my way to greener fields.
All right, there's the event. I don't know. Oh. Yeah. Let me see how this works. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Just instant buffs. Put that on my bar and didn't use it once. So I felt like maybe I should check it out. Is that Elixir B? There's several though, aren't there? I don't think they've unlocked them necessarily, but... pretty sure killing these basilisks doesn't even count. Does it? No, I guess it does for a little bit. Thanks, Dark Wolf. I really appreciate it. It's taken too damn long. I'm guessing you gotta take these guys out. And then maybe you can interact with the terminals. I think I've always avoided this heart and just gone for the actual event itself. Well, oh well. Because I think this is the dry top access, is it not? I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna say so. Too busy crushing it on this map. If anything, we just need to uncover more of the map. Not sure where to head from here, but I'm open to suggestions. I mean, we could always bounce to another starting area and kick over to one of those maps. Got a lot of forests and bogs. just gonna keep clicking out. Plains of Ashford? We could definitely go to Plains. Actually, I really like the Char starting area because, well, Ascalon City. Just those Ascalon ruins. Not so much the Ascalon ghosts, but, could be worse. Let's head over here and grab this waypoint. Also, sorry for the audio, but keep clicking off. There we go. Your first char was a char, is how I read that first. But, I see what you're saying there. Yeah, my first character was a char warrior, so I feel you there. I still have that character, actually. I've deleted several of the characters that I made back in 2012. Despite the birthday presents, which only recently started getting really interesting, if you ask me. The term tune? No, I don't, I've said it, but mostly because my little brother plays a lot of MMOs. Well, one of my little brothers used to play a lot of MMOs anyway, and he always called them tunes, so I kind of picked that up from him, but yeah, I don't much care for the term either. I don't even understand that necessarily. Like, they're not cartoons. Someone want to explain that to me. Feel free to make me feel stupid if it's super obvious, but all right, we've got a good chunk of this cleared out. Let's go here.
Hey, you finished that book I loaned you?
Your
We can
book.
start
I
peeling
got
up.
it out from the library.
Yeah.
I'm dying here.
Sorry, I just saw you there. Is there a possibility of Discord calls with viewers in the future? I would definitely... see, that's something I would love to do, honestly. Even if we could get, like, an impromptu kind of podcast to talk about the game. Like, I don't care how long you've played the game. We could talk about any aspect of it, because that's kind of my bread and butter. Like, it's like talking about the nitty-gritty. If you haven't noticed, based on my channel, right? It's a labor of love, but, the thing I worry about is, like, you can vet people so well, right? But I'm just afraid someone's gonna come in there and start saying some racy stuff, and I just don't want that for, you know, multiple reasons, right? Like, I don't want anybody watching to hear some nonsense like that, but at the same time, like, I don't want to have to stop streaming. Technically, like, I don't know what Twitch and YouTube's policy is on that kind of stuff. What I will say is I will look into it, and at the very least, if you would be interested in that, I definitely trust you to behave yourself, so... Oh, we got this guy. Oh, no. Got the giant tree, guys. I don't know if we can do it. Let me get that down like I wanted to. There we go. You know, once I get this recharge, I might try a thing. No. You've definitely already earned my trust. I don't know. It's always something I've wanted to do, and I'm glad it wasn't a knee-jerk thing, because I do worry that someone's just gonna come along and say all kinds of messed up stuff. Now, I'm kind of small, which is nice, so I don't really have to worry about that so much, but that might not always be the case, I guess. So I'd hate to start that and have to stop at some point just because there's too many people to vet it out. But I will say that the more that we play on these Friday streams, the more likely it is we could do something like that. You don't have to do face cam or anything, just as long as you have a decent mic that's not going to sound like an air conditioner the entire time that we're talking, rather. That would be fine. We could play, or we could just sit around and talk. It's completely up to you guys. Be down for any of that. Those God rays. I can get back to my pistol shield. So I definitely like the engineer kits, but I don't really want to stay in them for too long because I don't know, flamethrower's fun, but you just kind of blast some fire on guys. Grenades are fun, and I'd like to use, I think what I'd ultimately like to get to is where I use everything situationally. I know that the grenade kit has some condies, and I think it has maybe a chill, because I think there's ice grenades or something like that, but... And I guess that's where the master level engineer comes in. Swapping in and out of kits. For situational stuff, as where most classes they're just kind of straightforward. Kind of makes me hate the other classes a little bit, honestly. Like, they're not... They all have their own fun to them, I suppose. There's a lot more depth to engineer, for sure. Probably Ellie, too, for the same reasons. No weapon swap, and it's more about attunements or kits. Bleed, poison, blind, and chill. Okay. It's all about switching between kits for max damage, right? Right. Okay. I suppose I could throw on, like, nade kit or something. I might do that here in a bit. I do see a ton of people play with the flamethrower. And obviously I haven't compared the DPS of all the abilities on Engineer, but I imagine it does pretty decent damage. It at least seems to at 22, almost 23. Let's grab this banner. Thank you, thank you. Might be able to get a level off of this here waypoint. You said you think it's best not to do Discord? Yeah, I don't know. I go back and forth on that kind of stuff all the time. Oh, here's a guild puzzle. Look at that. Yeah, the guilds in this game are like, hey, we've been farming these banners forever, and literally anyone can just have them. Let me just slap those down. I mean, it probably doesn't take a super long time. I don't think it's like a ton of influence or anything to unlock those, but... Still, it costs them something. You think you'd want to save that for your guild members? Thinking the heart might be down here. Yeah, there we go, some relics. Ooh. Always with these things. Every time I see them, I just think about Guild Wars 1 and how crazy they used to look. I meant after the first stream to look into it a bit more and see if maybe there were different types of these in the game that I just hadn't noticed that there were literally different types. Because there might be something a little bit more akin to what I'm used to seeing in Guild Wars 1, but these are just some smooth boys in comparison. Power precision, sure. Got another one in. Down for that. 23. Welcome to the party. Got that Bloodlust? Yeah. I used to run Bloodlust all the time on Warrior, just for open world, just because I thought that was a cool mechanic. Stacking kills. And then, of course, you zone and it all goes away, but still. Kind of gives a little bit of something extra to each map you go into. No hiccups. All right. Well, as long as it's a smoother experience. I mean, does it look okay? I definitely tried to get the quality up as high as I could. I got my CPU running at about 50%. So hopefully that's not all for naught. I've been told, though, or not that I've been told, I've read a lot about streaming Guild Wars 2, and apparently the text just always looks bad. So I don't know what to do about that. Looks good. Only using 50% of my power. Well, the rest of the power is probably Guild Wars 2 and my background applications. I'm sure OBS takes up at least a little bit on its own. Why are you here? Alright, there's the heart. We'll go ahead and take this guy out anyway. Alrighty. And then are we back out after this? Yeah, we can get back out of here. We got another heart right here. That I must have walked right by. Oh, okay, it's this one. Do we have to infiltrate, I believe? Give me the disguise. Alright, alright.
I surrender.
I surrender.
I'm a dangerous woman.
Just press F.
Yeah.
Brawler. Oh yeah, I forget you get the different skills as well.
I like it here. That's enough.
Love stuff like that. Reminds me of Wind Waker. Anytime you get an ability like that. I don't know if you guys enjoy Legend of Zelda, but Wind Waker had some pretty cool parry and dodge around abilities that I've always really enjoyed. Like to see in more games.
Just watch yourself.
Oh, anime. Oh, anime. I love anime, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And by that, I mean, just like with everything else, I've seen like 2 of them and I like them a lot. And I should probably get on watching some more. Then I play video games and sit on YouTube. I just want the battle orders. Can I have those, please? Thank you. Hide. Oh, we're hiding the battle orders. I was like, I can crouch?
You just watch yourself.
There's got to be some more guys I can battle. Get in on this action.
That's enough.
Yeah, see, stuff like that. Ooh.
You're unfamiliar. Show me your face.
Probably just stand here while everybody queues this guy up over and over again. Oh, I guess it's somebody else this time.
All right. I surrender.
Seems to give probably the most progress so far. There we go, we got another brawler. Oh, that's poisoning food. I forgot that was an aspect of this that you could partake in.
Stop.
Okay.
I surrender.
Well, that worked out.
Yeah.
You guys about done?
Hey, I don't
Seems like a couple of you guys still need a little...
I'm a wanted man.
Captain.
You talking to me?
Oh, you got it. You got it. Alright. I was invisible there for just a second. One Piece? Oh god, why? So I can never make another YouTube video? Do you want me to delete my channel? I could do that if you think it's that bad. I can go ahead and get rid of it, guys. Just watch One Piece for the next 2 years. My old roommate had all of the manga, and then it took like 2 shelves. It was insane. All right, I don't know about you guys, but I'm down to. You want to go to Plains of Ashford? Just do like a quick clear. Just switch it up a little bit. Plus, I really like the char starting. Let's see. What have I actually seen? I've seen the original Full Metal Alchemist. I've seen like all the way through. I saw Samurai Champloo. Coworker and good friend of mine actually just got me in on Mob Psycho 100, I think it is. We've watched like 4 episodes of that. That's pretty cool. Of course, given the time that I grew up, I do very much enjoy Dragon Ball. Probably wouldn't enjoy it as an adult if I didn't have the nostalgia, because it is I don't know. It's alright. It's a lot of screaming and powering up, and as an angsty kid, that spoke to me, I think, but I haven't watched Super, though. I definitely need to check that out. My brother was just yelling at me the other day, because I've only seen, like, the first 5 or 6 episodes. And I guess that Broly movie was amazing, too, so I have to get in there. See, look at this. This is some fast XP. Look at that. Alright. 50 hearts. Ain't nothing. I know we got a skill point. Skill point and another heart up here. Do we leave off Dark Wolf? Hopefully we didn't ditch you there. I'm sorry. Let's see. New areas. Yeah. Every time I head to a new area, it's like this is why I typically just farm the starting areas, because it's pretty fast. You can even do the racial cities, get some transmutation charges for free if you 100% for the map complete. This one's always been fun. Just press F on a few cannons, come over here. Take out the Scrit. Yeah, it seems to be pretty stellar there, T-Train. You know, I've watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Once or twice, maybe also in my younger days. I didn't get all the way through that one. Got a little too crazy for me. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. It's time to Alright, I won't. Probably don't have the vocal cords for that right now anyway. Just farm this hero point, I guess. You guys already got these hearts. I'm sorry, guys. We can go somewhere else if you guys want to actually get some progress. Feel bad if you've already map completed. Some more scrit. The card game was a little too complex. You activated my trap card. That's what it was all about, guys, was the trap cards. Actually, I had a friend when we used to play back in the long ago. He used to make those very anime faces when he had the card or cards that he needed to win, or at least put a significant dent in my life points. He would always just like, he'd look at his cards and he'd be like, So he gets so annoyed. I'd be like, stop, man, I don't even want to play with you now. Just trying to enjoy this game. You're making me feel bad making these anime faces. That, like, you underestimate my power. One of those kind of faces. Well, I mean, like I said, if you guys want to, the heart of the cards, I just saw that. If you guys want to do another starting zone, that's fine. No worries. I've definitely done all these my fair share of times, so it's not like you'll be robbing me of any kind of experience. The best part of this is playing with you guys right now, so we can do whatever you want. Let's get that starter map Zerg going. I don't have my Apple tag, but oh yeah, back here. Well, hey, I mean, if you're having fun, you're having fun. I just don't want you to feel entitled, or not entitled, obligated to do this, so.
Fury rising! All right. I'll finish the inventory. You made your point.
See if we can get the event to start here. A couple waves. Or we'll just complete the heart, whichever. Remember to keep using these as actual vendors. Let's see what we got here. Get out of here, Mr. Ooze. Need to get another salvage kit. I don't think this guy has them though. No. I've had several opportunities and I just, you know, I'd rather just not get any new items, I guess. Just keep playing through the maps. It's all about the levels, guys. The gear doesn't matter at all. It'll start to matter once I leave the starting zones. You guys still getting... I don't want to I don't want to ditch you guys back here. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, not that heart merchant, but yeah, if I could find a regular merchant, we'll be good to go. Got a couple of hearts down here and a hero point. I probably could have gone for this Vista real quick, but... Oh, God. Digimon is 20 years old? You gotta be kidding me, man. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good at all. Getting too old for this. Fight fire with fire. Oh yeah. Pokemon I definitely got in on. Pokemon was my jam, to the extent that, like, I don't think I really messed with Digimon. And like, I think I did most of that with my good friend. Kind of watching back through when it was all added to, I want to say Hulu? One of the streaming services.
I'll cook your bones. Burn your soul out in a cauldron of stone.
Oh yeah, that phone app. Okay, yeah, there was an unofficial Digimon Android app. I think it was exclusive to Android for a while that me and T-Train here used to play. And it allowed you to scan like QR codes to unlock new Digimon. It was surprisingly good for being unlicensed, and we lost our lives for at least a month, if not longer. I think it was probably longer than that. Maybe there isn't a hero point over here. I thought there was. But yeah, it was almost like a miniature version of Pokemon Go for us before that whole trend took off. I definitely found myself spending about $100 on Pokeballs when that game came out, and I haven't touched it since. Yeah, a little too into it, so I had to take a break. And then I got a new phone. I didn't back up my account, so now I'd have to start all over again. Which in some ways is kind of like, oh yeah, let's rekindle the magic, but in other ways it's like, God, do I really want that again? I don't think I do. I'm not Mr. Outdoorsy here, but it actually did get me out of the house a couple of times. Fairy Tail? I've seen some of Fairy Tail, but it's all out of context, so I have no idea. Like, I think I'd like it somewhat, at least. I could say that I did enjoy aspects of it, but I don't really know how it starts. Those broken cages, tar pools, Fisher. Oh yeah, let's just go in a big old circle and get this heart done. Pokecrack? I mean, that's essentially what it is. Oh, it's a dodge roll tutorial. I was like, what just happened? Is there even anything good in here, guys? I don't even mess with this usually. What do I get? Ooh, studded boot. Maybe they should give you like your choice of weapon that your profession can use that's maybe at least the level of this area. I guess that's kind of irrelevant, but some random chunk of gear. And there it was, guys, the only tutorialization in the whole game. Right there. For the most part.
Fury rising. Not enough endurance.
I mean, obviously there's a little bit. When the game first starts, it tells you how to move your character around and stuff. That's pretty important. This is the only PC game that uses WASD to move around, so... Look at that, getting levels up. In the starting zone. Oh, I guess I didn't actually get this. You guys don't have to follow me if you don't want to. I just need to grab the last little bit of this heart over here. And I am missing a lot of chat. I can see that. Okay, maybe not as much as I thought, but still, I was like, okay. First enemy is Naruto. And I don't want anybody to take offense to this, but in high school, there were a lot of people who were really into Naruto, and they were, I guess you would call them weebs, right? Like the most literal definition of what a weeb would be. And it just totally turned me off to the anime. I never even gave it a chance. And to this day, I've only seen the first episode, which I actually really liked. I don't know. They would walk around school doing the, you know, and I was just like, I don't know if I want to get all caught up in that. Alright, we got that. Can I cut across? Let's go back. Smokestead waypoint. We'll head south. Learned this whole game by myself, basically. Didn't have someone to teach me. Is it Guild Wars 2? I mean, yeah, there's decent information out there, but it's a weird game, Guild Wars 2, because so much of it is pretty easy, and then other aspects of it kind of expect you to know 3 to 4 times the amount that the game will actually teach you just by playing through it. And especially when you consider like the player created meta, so you can't create tutorialization for meta if the skills are going to get updated from time to time, so, or completely reworked as they have. But there are still a fair few players who don't know what a defiance bar is and what crowd control is, and that can get a little frustrating the further you get into the game. It's like a harpy event, I think, over here, but I don't think it's started. You guys want to walk around with the little char? Protect them from Ascalon's finest? Is this actually an event? Yeah! There we go. Because we'll get the heart at the same time. May have done the char starting area once or twice. Let's get these torches lit.
Stay here to win the dare.
Please, let's do this. Yeah, this was probably like the second event for me that I ever like.
Anybody bring any Dolyak jerky?
Because the area we just walked through had with those barricades. That's like the starting for char, and it dumps you out over here. I think, if I recall. I don't know. It might even be different. Get off of this. Light a torch. But yeah, just walking around with these little char that are supposed to be so strong, right? But big scary warmongers. But even they scared of these ghosts. And rightfully so. I mean, if the ghosts of Ascalon are out to get anything, it's the char, so. Oh.
You guys know how the Ascalonians became ghosts, right?
Sure.
Let me give you the exposition.
How?
That Law Doomtooth's army scared them to death.
Ghosts!
JK, just a joke. I forgot about that.
How very satisfying.
Might as well. Yeah, there we go. Already got the heart. I'm gonna snake this waypoint though.
Did not.
It's so.
Well, I would say that it's more than just Naruto that gets into the friendships, man. Oh boy. With the power of friendship, which, you know, I don't hate it necessarily, but I gotta space out those kinds of animes for sure. Just like I gotta space out anime like I did watch Bleach for a while.
Wanna see my scab?
And that was basically just Dragon Ball Z with swords. I couldn't watch two animes that were all about ascending to the highest power level and fighting like that. I need something a little different in between. Ah, ghosts! Should make that my text tone. Ah, ghosts! That wouldn't get old. Because just for the sheer number of times that she says it during this. Hmm?
Rawr!
What are you doing?
Duh. I'm practicing my growling technique.
Salad Silvari.
Oh, I thought you were gonna throw up or something.
Ghosts!
Ah! Ghosts! There it is again. Oh boy. Also, if the sound effects and the music's pretty good for Guilders too. I mean, it's actually really good, I would say. But if it gets old or something, I can always put on like some royalty-free stuff next stream if you guys are feeling that. But probably a little easier just to leave the in-game music on. I don't mind though. Our vendor sells alcohol. You guys trying to get crunk? Yo! Oh yeah, Corpse Party. That was a real journey right there. I've seen a little bit more than I think I had thought. It always feels like I've only watched like an anime or two, but I've seen some over the course of my life.
Turkey and my yak butter.
Your yak butter on my mullet jerky.
Ah! Ghosts! Bonkai. Yeah, I know. Oh, Bonkai. I haven't even watched that in the longest time. I think they were trying to rescue Rukia or something. Is that her name? The original Soul Reaper that gives her powers to Ichigo. She was like condemned for that or something, and they had to rescue her. That's like the last thing I remember. So maybe I didn't even get that far. I don't know. Because I know Bleach is like another ongoing, forever long anime. There we go.
Time's up. We did it.
You do the elemental lodestones.
Afraid of us.
Oh yeah, we're lean, mean.
Oh yeah. Believe it or not, the voice acting in Guild Wars 1 was actually worse. Not to say that it's like bad all the way through Guild Wars 2, but some of them are a little cheesy. Some of the line delivery is a little weak, I would say. Like, ooh, I really feel... Oh, I'm gonna have to make some room for these items. Because we're gonna need to turn those in. That's enough for now. How is I? You know, I'm doing okay. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but, you know, I just got out of work. It's the weekend. Got a couple days to, you know, just relax, enjoy some games. And of course, I've already started looking forward to this stream, so if you guys ever just stop playing with me, I'm gonna be really sad. And I'm gonna blame all my sadness on you guys, so unless you feel comfortable living with that for the rest of your days, I suggest you tune in every Friday. Alright, I could turn some of these in. I can get this guy real quick, but... Oh, I don't know why. See, again, I don't know why I was resting those guys. I don't need to anymore.
Speak.
Oh, almost. I remember struggling to get over that hill. I was just thinking that as I was walking over to turn those in. I was like, I thought this was hard. I remember the way that they designed it was just like sort of a pain.
Okay. We're looking good.
You had to kind of go around over here.
Drop them off with me as soon as possible.
Might have been because I was playing a Char. It's the only reason I don't play Char still. I still really love that race. It's just... once they go into the all-4 run cycle and I'm trying to do a jumping puzzle, it's like, you know, I guess I don't miss this as much as I thought I did. I wish you could disable that. Anything down here? No, this is like part of the opening instance, but is there anything outside of this? No, it's just a point of interest. I mean, if you guys want to come down here and wail on stuff for the point of interest, we can, but... probably an event for, oh god, what's his name? What's the name of the ghost? The big hammer. Getting old, man. I can't remember anything anymore, apparently. I gotta be like 50 to 70 members. Let's take a look. I mean, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. You know. Maybe after a couple months we might hit that point. We do seem to have one or two that want to join every time we do this, so... again, thanks for creating that, I appreciate it. Baradin! God, thank you. Wombo combo? Always welcome. Duke Baradin. Welcome to the stream there. Cuckoo Crazy, just hanging out in here for no reason. Sorry for the mic. I try not to hit it if I can. You know, I probably should have got the Grove. I might have to go back and get the Grove. Just so I have a good home base. Till I hit, I think it's level 35 for Lion's Arch on free to play. This chest before? I don't need that. That's fine. I don't know what chest you're talking about. Let's just go ahead and get out of here. Thought maybe if we came down here for the point of interest, we could score an event spawn or something. I thought there was something more than just the start of the Char story down here. But alas. Is that the Harpies? Yeah, you guys want to do the Harpies? It's only about halfway. Sleep or commentate? I vote sleep, you know? I mean, I don't know what you got going on tomorrow, but I wouldn't worry about it. You know, I'll be here every Friday. If you need the sleep, just go for it. You could go to sleep listening to the sounds of Guild Wars too, you know? Just leave it on. Put it on your phone or something. If it's really that tough of a decision. Everything's dying so fast. I hope I get credit for some of this. Tag the Harpies. Just get that fire all over. There we go. Is that it? All right. I mean, we got basically the whole map. Since we're here already. Oh. You just trying to grab something real quick over there? I was thinking maybe go south from here for that other heart.
We should clean the range before the buzzards rot.
Be right back making food. I'm more willing to go for it. What I got was converts all conditions to moons. Man, these elixirs seem pretty interesting. I wonder how they fare against some of the other abilities. Elixir X. Gadget training. Rocket boots sounds pretty cool. Throw mine. Slick shoes. We could start on this. Got a couple now. Just trying to get this all unlocked. Got one. And this is all just Ascalon Ghost, probably right by this waypoint, if I recall. Commentate ASMR. I don't think that's a thing, man. I appreciate that, but I don't think that's a thing. Why is it so dark in the background? I actually turned off the light behind me because it was kind of hot last time. I can turn that light on if I know. I just realized I wore a black shirt, so you could probably just see like this floating head, right? So I do apologize. That's the whole point. Is I was like, you know, I better put a light back here just in case I wear, you know, 90% of my t-shirts, which are all black. Actually get the waypoint. Thank you. Make it a thing? What would that even be, though? You know what I mean? Like, what would that even be? Hey guys, we're just playing some Guild Wars 2. Killing a hyena right now. We're gonna take out this peasant over here. I don't even know what ASMR even is. I've watched some of the videos to try and understand it, but did you like that? Oh man, please no. Yeah, well you asked for it, all right. Jeez. Oh man. You know, I like to think we have fun, right? We have fun at least. Yes, it looks creepy. Okay. Might have been actually unplugged. Defend my body while I try and light the area behind me. Give me just a sec. There we go. Oh. I see. All right. There we go. Is that a little better? It might get a little hot. I'm already sweating, man. Jeez. All right. Hopefully that's a little better, and hopefully I didn't blind you with that light. I probably should have just turned off everything. $22. Not too worried about these right now. Or those. You never listen to ASMR? Yeah, it's a little tricky. It's a little... Depends on... Makes a lot of dudes hard, huh? Yeah, I would say probably. The thing is like the sounds aren't... in ASMR aren't inherently sexual. Like, it's not necessarily going to be some overly sexy noise. Sometimes it's just like... crinkle, like I'm looking for stuff to crinkle, but I probably shouldn't do that. I already got all up close and personal, right? But yeah, it's just like crinkling a paper, popping bubble wrap. It's real weird. See my sexiness better, huh? How about that? Is that sexy enough for you? Yeah, it is relaxing sounds, but there are people... We'll just say I've seen some videos where, despite the fact that it's just about sounds, there's a lot of skin, we'll say, right? Just a little more skin than you would expect for a audio experience. And so I gotta think there's another element to ASMR that people don't want to come clean about, but... Please... Yes. Oh, that didn't do anything. Yeah. Just get rid of all this white stuff. We don't need it. Thought I had something, yes. I don't even care. Life is hard without a salvage kit, guys, let me tell you. So just those three. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, there might be an event going on. Maybe. Might have been a little helpful to, to have my turrets down. No, there's no reason that I'm not salvaging anything or everything outside of one key factor, and that's that I just don't have any salvage kits right now because I've just kind of been flying through these maps for levels. Yeah, you're a little late. No worries. I haven't tried that jumping off, trying to do the turret midair. I haven't tried that yet. Let me see here. I come over here. And then I do... I don't know if that works or not. No, it doesn't seem to work like that anymore. Maybe there's a trick to it that I don't know. I know somebody was... I thought it was you, Captain, saying something in the comments about being able to keep them in the air so they can't get hit and they'll last longer. No, I try not to use gimmicks, but... Because to me, that's a little gimmicky, but... As fast as they go down, I mean... It makes sense. Rocket turret or flame turret might be a better choice for AoE. Yeah, I'm sure there's like some better open world builds. I haven't looked at a single one yet, so between this and next stream, I'm gonna put a little bit more thought into my choices here. For now, I'm just trying to get some levels, see what it's like on free to play, which I mean, so far, it's probably a pretty terrible example of what it's actually like. I mean, not everybody gets a little entourage to run around. Full party easy, you know, so. Dang. Profession 3 hits real hard. Well, I guess it's not Profession 3, but the one off the rifle. Surprise shot hits hard. And it comes back pretty quick. What, 6 or 7 seconds? 8 seconds. Still, I mean, that's not bad. Not for PvE, anyway. Oh, that sweet XP, God.
At ease.
Do some unranked PvP. Do some unranked PvP, or since you're there, run the dungeon. I mean, if you guys want to do Ascalonian Catacombs, we can do that. I haven't done it in a long time, but I remember the gist. I don't know how we'll do
For Ash Legion.
as, what, a level 25, 80, 80, 80, and 80. Oh, it'll just be me holding it back. Is there another tent? What is this? Time remaining? You're up for it? I mean, I'd definitely be down to... I haven't done a dungeon in a minute. And when I do dungeons, it's typically just that one. I haven't even done... Touched it in ages? Yeah, I haven't even done all the dungeons. I don't even have the achievement for completing all explorable paths yet. It's a Dungeoneer or something. I made a point to do it probably about a year ago, and I just couldn't get parties, like reliable parties to complete everything, so. Is it the Springer dismount jump? Yeah, there's some shenanigans. I saw something on Reddit when the what's it called? Warclaw came out, where you could use that new disengage skill in conjunction with the Warclaw's leap, and he flew like, oh god. I don't know what the place is called in Lion's Arch, but it's essentially like a little island with a couple merchants on it, and he made it to the bridge from there, which I just thought was nuts. 2-1-0. Oop. Alright. I mean, we don't have to run to the dungeon. We can work our way over there.
Like me.
But
Not tenacious enough.
could be fun.
Come back in, Ashes.
Yeah, there's a whole conversation to be had about the dungeons. And I could have that a little bit if you guys like. But I tend to ramble about some Guild Wars stuff. You have no idea how many like videos I'll go set out to make, and then I just don't do it. Like, I don't end up fully committing to the video because I'm like, man, this is just me kind of going on and on and on about some stuff I'm not even sure most of the player base cares about anymore. Is there a rich node in here? I thought there was. Somewhere. Thought it was tucked in one of these walls or something. Some bags of loot, though. Ow! Stop, guys. Stop giving me the stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of some things before next stream, because I'm being a little hindered. We can head up here. Do these along the way. All things said, though, like I could definitely see a similarity between this and Ascalon of Guild Wars 1. Like, they definitely nailed the theme on a lot of this stuff. Just kind of missed the good old days when it was, you know, eight skills and the maps were instant, so everything was like, oh, are we gonna make it? But I guess in a way, you're gonna show me? Show me. We salute. We salute you. Yeah, I don't know what's supposed to happen. Do you have to be a char? Oh, some boots. Maybe that's what these are. Yeah, okay. I didn't even see him creep on. I was expecting him to, like, move around or something, I think. So I didn't even notice the boons come on. Well, okay, look, one of them is a 10 slot bag, all right? You know, it's not that bad. Let me pop off to these here vendors, and we'll see what we got. Hey, look at that. Let's get we'll get a couple of these. Watch this. Watch, this is gonna be crazy. Let me just verify there's nothing that I really want out of this, which... Take that. Alright, look at this. Oh, come on, give it to me. There it is. Oh, that salvage all is so... Does that have stats on it? Whatever, I'll take the stats.
You have a question?
Don't have any of that yet. Get rid of this. We already did that.
Rely on iron.
Selenium blueprint? I don't even think I know what that is. I don't think I've ever seen that before. The other issue is that I keep getting these stupid gem store items. What are you doing over here, man?
You look smarter than most.
Sure, I sold all that. Whatever. We'll list it this time. Hold up. So the ether blade keys, supply bags. Is it all loot bags you can't sell? Keep derping. Keep on derping. Dude, I gotta get the Scrit tonic, man. Still painful. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. It's much better though. Look at that. It's much better. I mean, I could definitely leave it on during. I just don't want to blast your guys' eardrums. I do have some noise dampening on here. You don't want any breaks in the commentary. I can definitely do that. It's mostly for you guys anyway. I'm trying to play one-handed here. Well, that was short-lived. I popped my turrets for nothing. Well, I guess I could have left them for those guys, huh? Let me, Can I not buy bags? Oh, I could buy some. Okay, so that's another limitation. What do we got here? 10 slot bag. There's no level requirement as far as I know. 18 slot bags, a little expensive. Do I have 2 slots? 2 slots, one's already 10. We'll see if this is kind to me. Somebody jamming? I think I have the loot. I've never messed around with there's a way to automate the music now. I've seen that. I've seen people playing songs in Lion's Arch and stuff, but I haven't actually messed with that. How long have I been vaping? Probably like 5 years at this point. Every time I try to quit it, it's like trying to quit smoking, so I don't know. It definitely feeds the demon, so to speak. To anyone who's ever been addicted to nicotine, it definitely helps with that. Squish spiders. Seth spiders, there we go. Expanding dungeons, are you happy with... They went with fractals. To be honest, like, okay. Fractals is one of those things where, like, I like it. They're speedy dungeons, and I think they're good for what they are. I like that fractals can take place in any period of time, so we can literally get a fractal on anything, which I think is great. It can tell stories that they can't tell in like an expansion or living world, and they keep them short and sweet, so it's not anything like cumbersome. But that being said, I think they really messed up by walking away from dungeons. I personally think that the leveling experience in Guild Wars needs some strength behind it. It needs to be a little better than it is. Like, obviously we're leveling pretty quick here. Maybe slow that down a little bit, and then, you know, every 5 levels or so, have something akin to like a lower level dungeon that people could do. And then, at level 80, we need to have some real hard dungeons that are, you know, dungeon length. Maybe not as hard as raids. Keep it 5-man so it's easier to find groups. I don't know, and there's like a lot of story caught up in dungeons too, so I don't even know how they'd go about like splitting that up, but I think something like, you know, level gated dungeons for the leveling process, and then a good chunk of dungeons at the end would be better. Something that transitions you as you level to the idea of 5-man content, so that you know, you kind of get ready for fractals or raids or whatever. And not that raids are 5-man, but you know what I mean? Because right now it's like fractals are supposed to be the bridge to raids, like you know, in a way, like maybe not officially or anything, but I would say that that's kind of like the unofficial path you should take. But fractals have agony resistance, which raids don't have. It's unique to fractals, so if you build gear, I mean, it's not as seamless as it could be, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I just realized that your last name here, oh, is Sharp Click. I did not read that as Click. Never mind. Moving on. I was like, how'd you get away with that? Oh, you know, the same thing that happened to every objective I've ever set for myself in Guild Wars. I started messing around and got completely caught up in that. What is it, like, right there? Okay, let's just head there then. I apologize. You don't like agony resist as a mechanic? I think I don't necessarily like it either, but I do think that there's something there for players coming from other MMOs that have like that traditional gear treadmill. It's the closest thing Guild Wars 2 has is the agony resistance, as well as just infusions in general. If you really want to min-max your character, that's the way to do it, but I don't know. I'm still gonna grab some stuff along the way. So while I don't really like it necessarily, and you know, I have 150 AR on like 2 or 3 different characters, I already went ahead and took care of that. Like, it's done, it's over with. I don't know, I could do without it. I do think it's pretty confusing for new players, because they hit level 80 and they're looking for stuff to do. There's map meta events, there's, you know, PvP in World versus World, and then of course as the Living World episodes come out, you get to play the new maps and maybe new events there, but I don't know, fractals, I don't even know, when you hit level 80, is there anything that tells you, hey, you should check out fractals? Is there any part of the game that guides you that way? I don't think there is. Looks like the beginning of one of those Snoop Dogg videos. What are you talking about? Dungeons make the environment feel more alive. What I would like for like open world would even be some non-instanced dungeons. As weird as that sounds, like maybe like up until the boss it's uninstanced. But I guess you'd run into where, you know, you got a group that cleared all the enemies, so all you have to do is run to the boss, so I just know it seems to be what they always say when people ask in the AMAs, like, what happened to dungeons? Are you ever coming back to dungeons? It's always something about spaghetti code or it would be too hard to make changes. Every now and again, you'll see like a little bit of a balance tweak or something like that, but I don't think it's any secret to anybody who's ever played a dungeon that they kind of need reworked at this point. They need updated for elite specializations. They need a little difficulty increase. But we'll go ahead and we'll play Ascalon Catacombs, because why not? Well, yeah, they do have those, I can't think of a single name of them, but they have that one, Asuran one I had to do for something. It's one of the guides I made, I can't remember. But it was when I did that I realized that there's actually quite a few of those. There's the one in the Norn area. We could just... I guess we already got the party, right? Wait, what? Skipping cutscenes? Sure. Enter story mode, is that what we're doing? You trying to get the dungeon armor? Honestly, if you're not really into dungeons or, I guess, content that's a little bit outdated, you could do that through your reward tracks. As long as you get the story modes done, you'll unlock the reward tracks. And if you like PvP or World versus World anyway.
Good, you're ready. The sooner we can...
I've done nothing to my build for this, so we'll see how painful this is for me, but... Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, did you just take off? Well, thanks for playing, man. That's great of you to stop in and play for a bit. I'm sure you gotta get off to bed, maybe? Seems to be the general consensus with people who play on this Friday stream. Got all the dungeon skins? I didn't get all of them. I got a couple that I liked, but on the whole, I don't even necessarily want all the dungeon skins. Maybe some of the weapon skins. And it would be cool to get all the Ara skins eventually. I think I'll have like the shoulders for light armor and maybe the head for light armor. For obvious reasons, that's pretty good looking set of armor. Alright, let's do this. Oh. Map completing. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize we had more than this party. I imagine we won't be in here too long. Oh man, am I really getting like one shot? Was this fire? Sure. Oh, alright. If we're getting the heals, so be it. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, again, didn't dodge roll. No, I definitely dodged. Look, what? What? Just keep rezzing me, man. That'll be our dungeon experience. It could have something to do with the fact that I'm actually level 25 and you guys are like level 80 here, but I know you're downscaled, but I think we all know downscaling isn't quite what it should be.
What do you have for me?
Just trying to... let's get that res against the fire. Get a couple more people resin. Alright, there we go. There we go. Get out of there. Didn't even get broken armor for that. Alright, we just need the rock, right? Just need that boulder.
Well done. That should take care of the traps. I need some help.
Should have put grenade kit on. Tate death count 4. Look, guys, look. I wasn't exactly expecting this, right? My gear is doo-doo crumbs. I'm under, well, I'm not under leveled. I can't even use that as an excuse, but. Isn't the chain up here? No, I ran right past it. Dang it. 5. Don't worry, I got self-res. I need to get rid of this anyway. Oh, don't res me. Oh, I wasted it. Ah, it's not like it's important. Funeral bells. Look, guys. Again. Oh, come on. See, this is... I probably shouldn't have come in here without preparing, but... I just thought it'd be fun, right? We'll play story mode. It'll be super easy. No worries. I'm not going to get two-shot by the... the fire. Press F to pay respects. Get out of here. You guys still in a pinch over here? Still trying to take out the flames? Is there no, do you unlock having to repair your armor, or is it because it's story mode that I haven't taken any actual damage? Where you guys going exactly? Come on down. Where's the healer? I should have unlocked Scrapper before coming in, right? I think Scrapper's got some support now. So much better than the Skelks and the Spider.
Target identified.
Let's see, what do I wanna... I can take... well, I can use it first, I guess. We'll take grenades. That'll come back eventually. Well, I don't know if you're still on Pixel, but yeah, I appreciate any and all help. I mean, I kind of expected just to be leveling as like a solo stream. I never thought it would turn into all this, but thank you guys all so much for coming out and playing. Take out the trash. Oop, oop. 9. And then what do we got? Poison. This is weird with fast targeting on. And I don't think I ever figured out why that doesn't work, but whatever. King Adelburn himself. Grab that grand chest reward. Pick him up, Tate. Pick him up. Night Owl anyway? Well, cool, man. Just like me. That's good. More the merrier. Take all you Night Owl weirdos on. Let's go. Let's create the ultimate nighttime guild for people who don't play when everyone else is awake. What do we got? I can't remember which bosses we actually get to... Okay. A boy and his dog. Let's do this. This might be a little obnoxious. Alright, with the cutscenes, come on. Might be able to get some benefit out of that. We'll see. Oh wow, wasn't even that bad. Can I reach? I can. Wasn't it normally just one dog? I don't remember there being multiples. Oh, well. Give me that chest. Because I can only assume this is about full now. Ghostly tonic. That's what you do with tonics, you just get rid of them. Well, I guess some of them are account bound now, which is pretty cool. Can actually kind of make it like an account progression type of thing. Gotta get that the Scrit tonic. We have a waypoint we could fast? No, I guess we could have taken this one. Yeah, I wish a lot of this dungeon felt a little bit like, I know it's supposed to be level 25 content, but it's not gated to level 25, which means people can get all their trinkets and gear and have it downscaled. Oh!
Can't wait to see it all.
Really digging this, by the way. Is that what was that, like an outfit or something? Looks pretty dang cool. Faster to waypoint. Do we have waypoint? I think we do. A precursor drop? Yeah, I don't see that happening. I've literally never had that happen either in the Mystic Forge or out in the open world. I think my best drop ever was I once, just from killing some random enemy, got myself a Black Lion key, guys. Whew. Whew. I didn't even know that was a drop. I just assumed you could only get the chests in game and you had to get the keys elsewhere, but is this Kesha? Kasha? $$ ha. See, like, even this, though, is still better than what I feel like a lot of players do is they just ignore this altogether. Just ignore dungeons, so all they do is map completion, and then they get to the end of the game, and they're like, what do you mean I have to have a certain thing on, or what do you mean I have other skills that do this other thing, and even this little bit goes a long way. Yeah, let's split these two up, shall we? You have 7.3k hours? Jeez. Jeez, guys.
I will summon my dear Vassar, and together we will make short work of you.
Careful, she's got a friend. Keep them apart.
Ain't it gods may bless ya? Actually, I don't even know if you have to physically separate these guys anymore, do you? Well, probably not for the story mode anyway. Jeez. Yeah, I knew my playtime was probably a little lacking. I think I'm... Well, let's not say what my playtime was, because it's not as impressive as you might think. You know, when I started making videos and now streaming for this game, I thought that meant that I would play more Guild Wars 2, but I think, if anything, I play the least amount that I ever do, because I have to... All my playtime is recording. 4K? Yeah, I think I'm like 3K, honestly. I think it's pretty bad. Just gonna have to start logging in and walking away from my computer to be more impressive, guys. Alright, I think this is a waypoint, right? Maybe? I don't think that was correct. No, we're good. He's a mad lad, though. I'll believe it. Started at launch. I mean, I started at launch, too. My problem is that I just kept leaving the game for... And it wasn't like Guild Wars 2 was bad. It's just that my actual friends, like, not that you guys can't be friends, right? But my, you know, longtime friends that I usually play games with, they didn't care much for this, so... I mean, it's fine. But... You wanna... sometimes you gotta play the game that your friends are playing. See, now I don't care so much, but there was definitely a time where I was like, oh, come on, man. But can't we just be cool and play Guild Wars together? And I don't even think it's that they don't like Guild Wars, they just get discouraged by all the buttons. Too many buttons.
He blames me. They all do. The thing is, they may be right.
Can I not while this is happening, I take it? Or is that... No, we're good. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Pistol... Nope. Nope. Can I get... Thought about 2. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did make the controller guide, and I kind of made that for a friend more than anything. I figured, you know, other people might be able to benefit from it, but it just didn't end up working out for him. He ended up more or less thinking that was more complicated. So since then, I've had a few people get something like, I can't remember which model this is. I used to have the Corsair Scimitar Pro, but basically the MMO mice that have the 12 buttons, configurable buttons on the side there. And that's what honestly helped me become better, and I felt like maybe that would help them as well. But I know the one guy definitely is into the game, but he's in school, so there's only so much he can do, right? The other guy just isn't as into it, which is fine. I mean, that's what all this is about, right, guys? You just meet up with me and we'll go. We'll play I'll die 6 times in Ascalon Catacombs story mode. Heading off. Alrighty. Do what you gotta do. I'll probably only be on for maybe another 20 to 30 minutes. I know last time I played about an hour and a half over, but I'm gonna need some sleep, guys. If I'm gonna get over this cold, that's the only way. I gotta sleep it off, so I'll probably just carry on. I'll see you guys later. Whoever's leaving, can't even tell anymore. But yeah, you can continue on with map exploration unless you guys want to change zones, which is totally cool. Thanks for the game, lads. And why am I here? Will you stop with that? Jeez, get out of here, man. Get off. Go to sleep. Whatever it is that you gotta do. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to, you know, joining in on some people in Guild Wars 2 and even meeting them in real life at some point, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of a antisocial weirdo, to be honest, guys. So, but I think I do well in conversation with people despite that. It's just that given the choice, I'm always going to be like, you know, I just want to be at home where my computer and my games are. That's just my preference. God, same, yeah. Pixel and I are gonna become besties. That's what this stream is now. I'll rename the stream. Oh, Captain 2. Alright, guys. Well, at least we found each other eventually, right? That's 6 years too late, but we found each other. Get these res. Look, guys, this isn't a competition. It's nobody over nobody, alright? I know I said best friend, but I use that term pretty loosely. I have lots of best friends. Because if we're friends at all, you're probably at least somewhat considered worth my time. And we're besties. Get this hero point. I remember this being like crazy hard back in the day. Well, I was soloing it, but you know what I mean. Might as well take these guys out. I think it's just a commune. I think we just need to get up there, but... Alright. Everything's just dying. It was hard? That's how I remember it. I don't know if it actually was anymore. Everything as we're doing this just feels so much different than I remember it. Like, it's the same, but somehow different. Yeah, I'm really good with interpersonal stuff, right? Like, I really know how to flatter a person. You somewhat matter to me.
Learn something new every day.
I just don't like to overplay anything. I want to tell you, you know, we're soulmates and then break your heart. So I just say, you know, you're pretty cool. Wasted. Yeah, do your little shield thing. We'll fight multiples then. Oh, dang. We got a Revenant? I didn't even realize. At least over here somewhere. Good lord, we got a lot of people playing. For what we're doing anyway. Renegade? Yeah. I saw your skills going off, and that's what I've been maining for a while now. It's crazy damage on that guy. I don't know if they nerfed Renegade at all, but it didn't look like they did. It seemed like they were playing around with maybe some core Revenant. Maybe Herald? I thought I saw some Herald changes. I'd have to look at the patch notes again. But Renegade's been in a pretty good spot for a while. I think they could probably still change some stuff, but... I don't know, that's fun. I don't normally play bow classes, but I really do enjoy that. Citadel Bombardment for life. We're just killing enemies at this point. We ain't even doing anything. There's this whole area back here. I think. Yeah, that's this map. I'm just running, guys. Might we need a squad? See, I was gonna squad up, but I mean, we're talking like maybe 20 more minutes before I call it quits tonight, guys, so... Feel free to follow along. If anybody has a tag they want to put up, even a mentor tag, feel free to do that just so people know where we're at. But, oh, okay, never mind. Let's squad up. I just didn't want anybody thinking we were going to be playing a ton longer. Now, to be honest, I would love to play longer. I just think it's probably for the best I get some sleep here in a bit. Been kind of weirdly congested and out of it all day, so. Commander and the squad, look at that. Yeah, it wasn't until we did that hero point that I realized, I was like, oh, all these people here aren't just leveling like I am, they're actually watching the stream, I think, and playing along. This is crazy, guys. I don't even need to be here, guys. I'll just leave my my stream up. You guys take it from here, okay? We'll do the extra hour or so, but it'll just be you guys. I guess I'll need to continue playing for the perspective, right? But still. Just need the,
Fast as the wind.
How fast can we get this done? How many people? That's not bad. Oh. The account name, it's CommonTate something. CommonTate 6342 for anybody who wants to add me. And is Dark Wolf still on giving out them guild invites? I think so. Yes. So that is also a thing. If you guys want to join, if you got an extra guild slot and you don't mind joining some rando guild, feel free. Is the commander still?
Fast as the wind.
You know, I don't even have a commander tag, guys. I don't even have one. Should probably add that to my list of inevitable account upgrades. Some dental care. I mean, that's all you guys, all right? I can group the people up if you're trying to to get them some benefits alongside this guild. Cool. Pretty close. I think rock dogs in general just count because they're ogre pets. Kind of. Bothers me that I don't have this map. That's literally the only reason I'm coming over here. Alright. There's gotta be still some part of this that contributes to the heart. Yo! Got people whispering me. Oh. The ghosts have to count for something, right? Let's just all get all the burns on us from that block. Oh, I think we actually have to be up in here. Let's do it. I'm gonna just burn like... I guess they're probably already all done with this squad running through here. There's another territory and a couple supplies. That's probably enough for me to get it. Let's fire. Yeah. It's pretty consistent damage at that. Oh, it didn't count. Or it didn't get me there. See, I'm starting to fall off here. I was already pretty bad in the dungeon, but... Alright. We got that. I don't have this waypoint over here. I'm gonna grab it. Across the bridge. Now the squad is gonna spread out and infect this whole map. And I'm gonna die from fall damage while I look at mine. Oh, I gotta get up there. Oh no, it's fine. You don't have to rep the guild. I'm not worried about any of that. I don't think we're trying to get like a guild hall or anything. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not trying to force anybody into anything. And also, Dark Wolf, if you don't want to invite people, don't feel like you're obligated to. I'm sorry if I made that feel like it was your job. I'm just happy enough to mess around. Oh yeah, yeah. Don't be worrying about all that. This guild's only a week old. You're getting too ambitious. The bog. I actually really like the bogs in Corteria. I don't know why. They always seem to have this weird vibe about them. I think it's that weird fog they throw through everything, and also the colors for the trees. It almost looks like it's lit by something, but not really. Especially the one, I think it's in Queensdale? Something about the gods, something waypoint. God's Lost Swamp. God's Lost Swamp, that's the one. Get that Shadow Behemoth. Or Baymouth, as I've heard people call it. I didn't get any of that. It should remind you of Skyrim, because it's the same guy. Corteria music, anyway. ArenaNet has their own orchestra now, so that's where a lot of their newer tracks have been coming from, but I think his name is Jeremy Holmes. Did the music for Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2's core, at least, and a little bit after that. I think he did, like, Living World Season 1 and maybe a bit more. And then, he did Skyrim as well, so you're gonna hear some similarities for sure. I think my spear gun's okay. I don't know what any of this does. I got a pull, I got Chime, Detonation, Net Wall, Immobilize. Okay. Don't have any of my... You do turrets underwater? I haven't even tried that. Let's see here. Let's start with the obvious. I guess not. Not that I especially need them where we're at. Yeah, Baymouth. That's exactly how it plays out in my head every time I hear it too. Instead of Behemoth, it's like Baymouth. Hey guys! I didn't realize that the stream was just gonna be a squad of people in starter zones, but hey man, worse things have happened. I didn't really have a ton of plans for the stream. I just knew that I wanted to try and do something live and more hands-on with you guys, because I wish I was better in the comments, but I can't respond to everybody and make videos and live my life. It's too hard.
Protected.
Need to stop looting trash mobs. Could have that precursor though, right? Got like none of my abilities down here. I don't think I've ever even done this event, to be honest with you guys. Beowulf. Or it's Jeremy Soul? Is that what I said? I don't know if that was correct. I don't know if that's what I actually said. People come and see 9 people. I know! People are gonna think it's launch in this game all of a sudden. People just playing the weirdest content every Friday. You said... Did I say Holmes? Oops. Sorry about that. Can I... You just detonate? How does that work? Oh my god, the amount of dead people. Look at this pile of corpses. It is a freaking army. This event, I don't think, has ever scaled like this since the game came out. Oh man. This is some shenanigans. For sure. Saboteurs remaining. Come on. Oh, no. I do remember this. This is the one with the submarine, right? Yeah, okay. It's just been a long time. Captain of the army right there. And I'm just some scrub engineer with no abilities equipped underwater, so don't even mind me. Dude, Corteria is still so good. I do wish that they would kind of just run a comb through it, though, you know, just like a little pass through, just, you know, maybe update an event or two, maybe clean up some of the textures, some of the awkward NPC movement. But it honestly, at the same time, it does sort of have a charm because of all that, right? I mean, I don't know. Corteria is mostly a leveling experience in my opinion. That's how I look at it, but you can kind of just mess about. I didn't even realize I'm almost level 28, guys. Holy crap. I'm gonna get some gear and some bags for next time. And I'll probably do the story. So maybe through level 30 just to speed it up a bit. So if any of you guys under-leveled are maybe thinking about playing next Friday, I would consider getting maybe 10 levels. Can this be a farmable event? I mean, what are we even getting? Get a couple bags. What is it? Pinched goods? I don't even know what that drops. Today, freaking selling stuff on the trading post every time. Oh, Jeremy Holmes. My bad. Never been good at names. I'm always like, hey, guy. What's up? This is a nightmare. I'm not even gonna mess with that. So explain the Bairden family wine? Where was that? Sorry, I'm only half paying attention to this crazy separatist thing that's going on right here. We're almost done. Unfortunately, so is our beloved submarine, the Iron Barracuda. Come on, just get some more. Just kill them. Jeez. a play guy. Oh, there we go. Man, that was close. Alright. With all those shenanigans, yes, we did do it. With all those out of the way, I'm gonna head off for the night, guys. I appreciate all you guys playing. Feel free to carry on this epic Corteria journey without me, but I'm gonna get some sleep. So thanks again for everybody who played along and came out. Again, I'll probably get to like level 30, 35 in my off time between now and next week. So if you guys do want to play next week, that's probably a good idea. Night, guys. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for coming in and playing and hanging out every Friday, every single Friday. Take care, guys.